And that was a, what was it, 28 minutes last game?
31 minutes.
31 minutes.
Even.
Okay. 31 minutes last game. See if NaJin can break their record.
All right. Lulu will be the ban. First from Incredible Miracle. Not really sure about that one.
That's an interesting
They didn't ban it last game, and it's not really a champion that NaJin has shown a ton of affinity for.
Unless it's something that Tank is really good with that we didn't know about.
It would make sense with his playstyle that he would be a good Lulu player.
I think his shirt just says Stanford Ullman. Let's see. It zooms out a bit.
All right.
Lissandra banned against Duke. All right.
Well,
reasonable.
I mean, there was no Lissandra ban last game, so this is a really big difference in IM's pick ban.
Yeah.
While LeBlanc banned out second. So are they going to take out Maokai or Rek'Sai as their final ban, NaJin?
Let's see.
Because I am not going to ban Kalista too, because that would be a huge pickup for OQ.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see Sunstar try it. I mean, you have to first pick the Maokai.
Why are they banning Xerath? This is so strange. Yeah, we've seen Tank be good on Xerath, but so has Frozen.
And he just played a great Twisted Fate game, too.
And IM first picked Xerath in their last match against Jin.
Yeah. These bans really make no sense.
The Lulu is really weird, too, because NaJin is just not a big Lulu playing team.
All right, Kalista is going to be the final ban from NaJin, and so pick the Maokai.
Yeah, well, but that gives over the Rek'Sai. What do you want to...
Oh, I mean, you get Sejuani. Pick the Maokai. It's way too important. Yeah, they're going to first pick it.
NaJin could take
on that.
NaJin could take Rek'Sai and Sejuani right now, though, and just play Rek'Sai top.
You know, unfortunately, that's what you deal with when you have Lilac, who needs to be on Maokai, or he's in big trouble.
It is a power pick right now among a variety of teams. It will be again later tonight, as well as we see Marin, who's been very successful on Maokai as of late. But even so, a lot to consider right now. Do you take the Rek'Sai? Do you take the Sejuani? Watch really performed last game on Sejuani, and we've seen him not be so great on Rek'Sai in the past. So,
well, I wonder if Duke can play that top Rek'Sai. I think the Sejuani is a good choice for watch.
I'd be confident in Duke playing anything right now. He's been so outstanding.
That is true.
Why not just let him have a crack at it? They're already up 1-0 right now.
We'll see if they decide to go with. Let's see. Oh, okay, Thresh. All right. So Ares will probably be taking that Rek'Sai then. Most likely.
So they gave up actually a lot right here. They're trying to shut down, of course, the power pick in Kalista as well as Frozen's champion pool. So apparently NaJin's not too worried about anything else that IM can bring to bear, even that very powerful Rek'Sai pick.
And looks like it might be another Nautilus jungle for Ares, although I wouldn't be surprised at all if they swapped it up and did a support Nautilus this time too. Yeah, Rek'Sai would be the better pick.
Tucson, the king of bizarre supports this season.
Yep.
He was a late challenger to the crown after Wraith held it early with his Sejuani and Syndra support picks.
The Syndra support was really good, actually.
Well, out of weird supports, it's the only one to win a game.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we can't really call Vhagar a weird support. It became very legit, and then it became very nerfed.
All right, so Sivir will be the takeaway. Not going to let OQ have that. So hard engage or Incredible Miracle right now. How risky does NaJin want to play this? What is OQ's solution into this Syndra?
Jinx. Jinx Thresh.
I wouldn't play Jinx against a full engage composition like this. I would go...
Put down the traps.
Lucian.
You back away.
Lucian or Corki.
Oh. I saw the Jinx hovered over first. Reading minds. That's what I'm doing right now.
That immobility with Jinx, though, can really be problematic against Maokai, and charging in there with a Sivir ultimate.
Definitely could be. Yep, Lucian is probably the more logical pickup. I suppose it's safer, huh? And yeah, why not give Tank TF again? It worked so well last time.
I don't know about blind picking this TF. You're really going to save your top laner for your last pick. You already know it's Maokai.
A little bit of cockiness coming in from NaJin.
Because you're still really vulnerable to assassins, and they hovered over that Zed in the last one, and if Frozen's a good Zed player, he really can abuse that matchup.
Watch them go for Rumble support here.
Could go for Urgot again, but you're going to have the same troubles that you did in the last game in terms of that wave clear and opening up a lot of timings for Tanks TF to make plays on the side lanes. But again, NaJin playing to their strengths.
And we've seen Tucson play that support Kale. He did it last match. It didn't work terribly well. Got blown up very, very fast. But that was against a very hard engage comp.
Well, it's not like NaJin has a shortage of engage here either.
Yeah, but it's not quite the, you know, everybody just diving in at you kind of thing. It's a little bit more spread out. I think the Ahri would be a good pickup, though.
Yeah, a little bit more maneuverability. And there's the Leona adding another layer of engage right there.
And Urgot.
Urgot again in the mid lane. I don't know. I really think that this was is a tough matchup for Urgot.
Trying to bring Urgot's win rate down to 50%.
Hey, AD Urgot is still at 100%.
That's true. Okay, if we differentiate by lanes, yes, then AD Urgot is 100%, mid Urgot is 0. So what is the top laner going to be for NaJin mFire? Rumble's still up.
Yeah, they may be a little bit worried about that, though, because then they're going to be really reliant on double Zhonya's hourglass timings with TF and Rumble in order to be strong in some of these team fights.
What about Sion? Or Gnar? Or Fizz?
Yep, top lane Fizz.
Sure. Why not?
If they really want to abuse Lilac, they certainly can do this and keep on porting top lane with TF. Their game plan really doesn't have to change.
You know, that is true. That Fizz can be pretty abusive, and it looks like that's what NaJin's going to try to do.
It's going to be an AD Fizz, Trinity Force into Frozen Heart. Okay. Well, they really want to kill Lilac to the degree that Duke is going Ignite Teleport.
Wow.
This is not going to be good for Lilac, I think.
Yeah, I mean, do you have to try to lane swap in this situation?
You could,
Does it even
but
matter?
Eventually they're going to end up in a 1v1. IM definitely will want to try and lane swap.
Yeah.
But whether or not they're actually going to succeed, we'll see if there's some fancy level wards at level 1 for NaJin.
Well, Fizz is the type of champion as well, too, that can kind of just playful trickster through all the hard engage and then jump right onto Sivir and blow her up as well, too. So it's a bit risky. It's a bit scary.
Yeah, you can also lock down Fizz the instant he lands with Urgot and try and get him into a less advantageous position. So the really scary thing for NaJin is not only their early kill pressure, but also the fact that they have a very strong 1-3-1 split push comp. They have a TP on TF to get him in, so they can 1-3-1 really, really effectively with this. They'll have a Lichbane and a Trinity Force more than likely to split and take down towers. So if NaJin plays this right, should be OQ, Pure, and Watch in the mid lane, and if they get collapsed on, double TPs right in the back to help out with the fight. Could be pretty spectacular, actually.
It's going to be pretty crazy either way. IM fighting for survival here against NaJin. Can they prevent the 2-0? Let's get in the game and find out. And here we go. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. IM versus NaJin mFire. The IM fans not giving up yet. The IM fans really are some of the most resilient fans in all of League of Legends.
And look, the proper Sejuani skin is being used, though, at long last.
Oh, really?
Watch is the chosen one.
Which one is that?
The Bear Rider Sejuani skin.
See, he wasn't the chosen one last game, I guess, then.
And mixing it up.
Oh.
He knew he was wrong. That was actually what his coach said to him in between the games.
Oh, really?
He's like, geez, I mean, your gameplay was good, but don't you know that the Bear Rider Sejuani skin is by far the most superior Sejuani skin available?
Well, you know what I like about League of Legends, Monte Cristo?
Bears Rider Sejuani skins?
The gameplay. I don't waste time with silly skins. I believe I've heard someone say that in the recent past. Well, NaJin getting some pretty deep wards in early on. They really want to try to get the 1v1 between Duke and Lilac. Of course, and they want to try to prevent any sort of sapling opening, which every Maokai on planet Earth does. Maybe other planets too.
Are there trees on other planets?
The ping's got to be terrible, though.
Well, looks like we are going to see a lane swap initiated by NaJin here. They may have been trying to call it, but they're not going to get that advantage, even though they did have a ward right there by the Krugs to see the Leona.
Yep.
We'll have to see how well this Fizz does in this situation.
Yeah, looks like Duke's just going to jungle follow for a little while. Understandable. But yeah, when that Fizz gets in lane with Lilac, things could get a bit bloody.
Yeah, both teams able to freeze in this scenario. So there's not going to be a tremendous advantage. And wow, that's Lilac going with the early port this time, even though the wave is pushing out. And he saw Thresh in the top side.
Yep. He's going to actually mess with Thresh's recall just a little bit. And Lilac this time around is not going to be punished for that early teleport with a big dive or anything like that, which is a little bit surprising. Don't you think that it's something that's so predictable, but they just decide not to punish it this game?
He didn't push, he didn't TP in as the wave collapsed, so you can't punish it yet. You'd have to wait for a second or start reversing the wave now. That takes some time to auto down those minions. So also NaJin's top and junglers started bottom side, so they weren't really in position in order to do that. So Lilac was unlikely to get dove right there.
Well, it is going to be pretty tough for Duke to get any CS early on, but he will be able to get a little bit of XP anyway. But this will be a bit of an edge.
OQ and Lilac really going at it away right here. OQ a little bit behind on levels due to that XP share early on, and Lilac actually did hit level 2 off of the Raptor camp really quickly.
Okay, so watch there. But it doesn't look like he's going to get a chance to try to go in onto Lilac just yet. Just putting down that ward. And now Duke's starting to get a bit of CS as this wave pushes in, and he's got the support from Pure as well.
Yeah, Pure, who has been such a good Thresh player this season so far in the games that we've seen from him. So
yeah, he has.
I'm excited to catch that again. And Duke will actually start to pick up some of that experience in gold right now.
Yeah, you notice Pure actually playing this really smart. We saw Sunstar walk in easily within Flay range, but you don't want to mess up the CS for your top laner when you need it so much at this point in the game. So holding off on that. Not very bloodthirsty, but necessary, unfortunately. I understand.
Do you?
I do. I don't have to like it, but I understand.
All right, Tank actually deciding to go for a Doran's Ring this game right after his Flask. The extra sustain. And
yeah, he's getting poked out just like he did in game number 1, but didn't seem to matter once he hit level 6. Here's Ares.
He still does have that wave clear advantage.
Yep.
Especially once Frozen goes back and gets a tier. This won't be doing too much damage at all.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
Oh, Duke. Taking the scenic route through the
fancy moves.
Minion wave, yeah. Showing off a bit. You know, Sunstar against Fizz, you'd think there'd be like a sushi chef, Sivir, you know?
A circular knife. That'd be some impressive sushi cutting.
I know, right? I bet she would like to make sushi out of Fizz. He's kind of a fish person.
I think that sounds unethical.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, he does have a consciousness.
I think I saw a documentary about this once.
Making sushi out of people?
No. No, that's not it. I meant ethical fishing and stuff, you know?
Ah,
yeah.
I see. That's not what you meant.
You
Sure,
took that to a really dark place, didn't you?
You implied that it was going to a dark place. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say I starred in it. Yet.
That's your next career choice.
Cannibal? I don't think that pays very well. I don't think it has a good retirement plan either.
Depends on how much you like prison, I guess.
Yeah, seriously. Wow, that really did get dark, didn't it? It's just a mood. It's the mood this match is putting us in, you know? We're watching the soul of IM just be crushed.
Well, it's not getting crushed so far this game. You know,
not as much in this game.
Nothing's really happened yet, even though Tank is level 6 right now.
Yeah. Pings down in the bottom lane from IM. Could go for a move on to Sonstar here, perhaps.
This is a lane swap's been about as standard can be. But whether or not we do see OQ head into the bottom side right now, and he will, actually, alongside TF.
Okay, so Duke's
now we're
going to
get the 1v1.
Yeah, nope, a grab onto Tucson, but Pure taking a lot of poke in return for that. Wow, he was way down there by himself, wasn't he?
Well, they thought IM was going to be recalling right there. Instead, they decided to push up. Actually, NaJin lost about half a wave right there because Duke couldn't get out in time. And Duke also was running a lot of MR this game, if we take a look at his stats right there. Early on, so he definitely wanted to be in the 1v1. It looks to me like NaJin tried to call that lane swap, and then IM just mind gamed them into the bottom side. So NaJin, I don't think really wanting the early lane swap in that situation. He will be heading into lane with that Sheen, however, and using that TP, but still, Duke lost a lot of XP as a result of them switching Lucian over, and you can see he's actually 2 levels down on Lilac right now.
Wow.
Due to that. So a bit of a sloppy transfer, and that was because they thought Sonstar and Tucson were recalling, but actually Pure in the bottom side went to harass them during that and caused them to walk forward and continue to push out that wave. So their timing wasn't perfect, and it's a lot of the reason why Duke fell behind right there. So just some of those complexities about recall timings and lane swaps, how you can miss out on good chunks of minion waves as a result. And also Duke was duo laning with Pure during that period. So
yeah, well, Duke has that level 6 now, and he put a ward down in River as well. So now Lilac needs to be pretty careful, because here's where the ganks in top lane are going to start to happen. Let's see what they can do. Lilac playing this one very, very safely. And again, you know, in a much better situation this game on Maokai than on a Rumble or something like that. A more fragile top laner.
Yeah, still, when this 1-3-1 gets rolling, if NaJin does it properly with the TF and with the Fizz, it's going to be really scary for Incredible Miracle because they don't have a lot of good answers to that. And their wave clear in this game is entirely dependent on Sivir. Here we go.
Oh, teleport coming in. Ooh, Tank not quite able to get in on the Sonstar. Sonstar getting back under turret with that ult. Something was a little bit out of sync there.
Yeah, they can still go ahead and make a move on the Dragon as a result of this. However, they have forced them back.
And they will.
It is they abuse the blue transfer. Again, NaJin really looking for those timing windows and getting something out of those TF boards at any given moment. Unless something goes really wrong, they're going to get the Dragon and get out.
Yeah, Tucson made a good try, but NaJin able to get that Dragon pretty easily. Meanwhile, Duke getting jumped on by Lilac, having to playful trickster his way out of there. Sonstar very low. OQ, can he get the kill? He can. First blood. And I don't know what happened there. Sonstar just getting way too close, and without without the ult to get away, what are you going to do?
Right. Also, you know, that was a very awkward situation. He was on the bottom side alone. Yeah. All the other members of his team were on the top side of Dragon, and he got way too close.
All right, we got to see this here.
Oh, nice culling.
Yeah,
dash forward. There's the heal used, and the heal used by OQ as well right there. So Sonstar just starting out that way too close with an ult disadvantage. Quickly taken out in a 1v1. OQ 92 to 66 CS right here too. So really starting to take it home alongside that first blood. That was it was a good TF play. And again, you see IM. They played back that time. They realized Frozen was getting blue, but it didn't stop the Dragon from being taken. So NaJin really on point today, knowing how to, they have their conditionals set up. Okay, we're to try this. If they try to do blue, we'll see where we can gank. Okay, there's maybe an opportunity on the bottom side. At least we can have Sivir blow or ult, and then go ahead and take a safer Dragon if that doesn't work. And even then, they still get the kill on the Sivir because that ult was blown. So I think that the team coordination from NaJin today is much more thoughtful than it usually has been in the past.
Yeah. Seems like things are starting to come together finally a little bit for these guys. And remember,
well, that's a dangerous thing to say. I feel like I've said that 10 times this season.
Yeah, I know about them and CJ, but it seems like this is a team that came in as number 2 in the region after the preseason. They fell off really hard in the regular season, and it's too late for them now. but maybe they can come into summer with a little bit more strength if they can keep this up.
Yeah, this team is so confusing, Doa.
Yeah.
NaJin is so confusing.
A lot of weird roster moves.
Well, it's not even just that. It's that there's that aspect to it, but it's also just in terms of their performance. It's either so spectacular, or so disappointing. And usually it's not game to game. It's like match to match.
Yeah. It's very strange. Either way, slight gold lead for NaJin. They've got that first blood as well. And we'll see if IM has a way to kind of come back from this at all. Tank has been about 20 CS down to Frozen this entire game, but he's certainly got a chance to go get some kills if he is able to do that with the ult. Otherwise, he'll have a chance to catch up. Not really too far behind.
Yeah. Duke a little bit far away from being able to do anything right here. And Lilac going for the super safe build of 2 Doran's rings into Catalyst, so
yeah.
It's really going to eliminate a lot of the threat, at least in terms of a 1v1 from Duke, because you have all that HP and sustain early on into the game. So it'll force that TF ult to be used on him. It's going to be used at all. But they do need to make some sort of play. They want to slow this Maokai down, because in the late game they may have some issues actually taking him out.
Man, NaJin has just pulled back, and both teams, or IM rather, has just pulled back and is playing so much safer this game. NaJin not getting really a ton of opportunities like they did in game number 1.
Right. Well, they may try and make a play on the bottom side again. A little bit more difficult, of course. You're dealing with hard CC from Leona, spell shields, and the Sivir ultimate. Instead, they're going to go after Rek'Sai directly.
Yep.
Good wards, actually. Really good wards based on the Sivir recall.
All right, Ares going back now, and pretty passive point in the game.
Yeah, they're going to take a tower, though. OQ finds this one uncontested.
Wow.
He's got such an advantage on Sanstar.
Yeah, a lot of damage onto Sanstar as well, too. Tucson coming in, but there's no follow-up if he tries to go for an ult. Not really much of one, anyway. Whoa, tries to go in. Oh, that was interesting. Tucson going to where he was. Meanwhile, Duke putting some damage onto Lilac. About half health himself, though, so he'll have to be a little bit careful.
Yeah,
Lilac
Duke
is pretty tanky.
Duke has still his ult and Ignite up, though, so you have to be careful while the Maokai ult is still down. Does have that pretty short cooldown on it, but does give you a bit of a window.
Yep, sure enough.
Nice ward deep in the lane as well, just to make sure they keep track of TF's movements even when there's not a minion wave there. It just expired, however.
Yep. Well, they might have to worry about that with the dragon coming up pretty soon.
All right, now, are you going to go?
Operation Get Duke. Duke, oh, he knows what's up, though.
He's backing off immediately.
Yep.
Knows that it's not safe up there. And yeah, absolutely, you need to back off. TF's not there. You don't see Urgot in the mid lane. There's nobody in the bot lane either. That's a prime time for supports to roam up into the top side.
Right. And a good time to get a gank as well, too, right before Dragon comes up. Pretty helpful. About 10 seconds till that happens.
That's just good game sense right there from Duke.
Vision is really good for NaJin right now.
Yeah, when to apply pressure. And
yeah.
NaJin's been repeatedly invading that bottom side jungle just to get the wards in thanks to OQ's pressure. And OQ pushing that wave up. Wow, IM, this is a bit of a dicey position for them.
Well, let's see. OQ's still down at the bottom of the map. IM, if they know that, they can press this advantage for the moment. Now OQ coming back to River again.
Yeah, but they have a big wave that's developing at the bottom side. IM is going to lose that into the turret if they're not careful.
Yep. And the Rift Coward taken out.
Oh, Ares messed up his smite right there.
Yeah, well, they're going to go in onto Pure. Pure in a little bit of trouble, but there comes Sejuani. Watch, waiting for an opportunity here. They do get the support on NaJin. Meanwhile, Lilac in the back line's a bit low. Tank coming in with the Gate of Destiny. Watch, locked up. He may go down. Meanwhile, Tank picks up the kill on the Rek'Sai. Now NaJin disengaging. It's 1-2. It's been in favor of IM, and Duke getting jumped on as well. A big fight for IM. 2-3, and can they really can't take the dragon at this point, not with OQ and Tank still up.
Yeah, OQ and Tank still at full HP right there. Lilac not going to be much use. His teleport is down. He has to be careful.
There's a gold card loaded up. They could turn this one around. OQ still alive for the moment.
Frozen really disrespectful. He didn't have any vision in that brush, and to walk up to it when there's a gold card still available means that he's going to get poked up. All right, Void Rush coming in after the respawn. Duke still has TP, though.
It's true. OQ a little bit low in health, though. He's going to recall. And IM really can't. They're still, not in a position to take this dragon.
Yeah, especially with TP disadvantage. So let's take a look at what happened. Pure gets caught out on the side. He will flash and lay down the box right here. It's a good teleport by Lilac right into the front line, even though he does get held up just for a second. Also Frozen, nice ultimate right there to push Watch all the way into the back. And a little bit lucky that Frozen actually survived right there with very low HP. They will take out Duke at the cost of their support. So 3 for 2 ultimately in favor of NaJin, or in favor of IM rather.
Yeah, that's right. But NaJin's still with a good position around this dragon with everybody there.
Frozen already with QSS this game, very worried about that hard CC that's coming in.
Yeah. And the teleport edge that NaJin has right now is so big. They're just going to start that dragon without any fear. Look at that. Sansar and Frozen not even there. And this is going to be an easy second dragon for NaJin. Yep. Solar Flare. Not enough for Tucson to steal that. Would have been awesome if he would have stolen it with Solar Flare, though.
Oh, that would have been quite impressive.
Yes, it would have. We've seen it stolen with Whirlwind this season from Janna. I've stolen dragons with Glitter Lance. Every once in a while, the support just gets that lucky ability in there. I mean, skillful ability in there. Skillful ability.
Slips it right in.
That's right. Pretty big CS discrepancy between OQ and Sanstar now, though. About 40 CS up.
It's been about 40 for the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Sanstar not ending up quite as well fed after the lane swap.
And this could be successful turret defense. In fact, it will be. And so we'll see how far NaJin wants to push this one back up again. Is there any way they can use Duke's teleport to make a play at this point?
Sure.
Use that along with Tank's ultimate, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely have those really surprising 5-man plays in this setup if you want to start pushing objectives. In the meantime, OQ going to get a lot of damage down into the top turret for free pretty much right here. Only Rek'Sai up able to defend.
Yeah, you're right. He's got pure healing for him as well. Wow, that turret taking nearly lethal damage, actually.
Try and push up mid, but Tank already back, able to respond to this, and he's got that good wave clear. But may go down anyway. A lot of attack damage between the Urgot and the Sivir, and will.
Yeah, they get it.
Had Tank been there just a second earlier, it's really hard as CF to clear those waves once the minions actually spread out. You want to get them in that line with the wild cards. They're going after somebody. Pure.
Oh, Solar Flare into Pure again. He drops a box this time. Notch, or a Watch rather, comes over the wall with a big ultimate. Tank just destroying people with the cards now. And there's 2 kills already for OQ. Oh, Tank uses a gate to get in onto Frozen. He gets out with the QSS right away out of that gold card. But Watch with the engage again onto Lilac. A gold card onto Lilac now. And Duke just getting into the back lines all over Frozen. And this could be an ace. In fact, it will be a clean ace at just 20 minutes for NaJin. And that is exactly the danger that this team presents.
You have to be so respectful. They didn't have TP advantage right there, and Tank and Duke able to arrive at that fight in a moment's notice.
Wow.
Tank also and Duke had both hit item power spikes with Zhonya's and Trinity Force available. Zhonya's didn't even have to be used in that fight even.
So a perfect ace and 2 turrets in mid lane for NaJin mFire, and suddenly this game is just blown wide open.
NaJin did such a good job of exploiting this. I mean, look, the Sivir ult's already down. You know Leo ult, he tried to make a pick with it, is down already.
Nice play.
Wash hits a great Sejuani ult in the side, and then they're all just focused right there. Ares goes down to OQ nearly instantly. They try and disengage, but Duke can catch up. Gold card into the QSS onto Frozen. He still takes a bunch of damage, and Watch trying to tangle up with them again. Duke able to playful trickster his way back into the back line, and then OQ flashes forward for Sanstar. What a great turnaround from NaJin.
That was a really nice team fight. And Tank again, really
I am really overcommitted right there. They used 2 ults to not even kill Thresh. Thresh caught them, and then they walked into the box and the choke as well, so they got all locked up in time for NaJin to use those TPs.
Well, they pretty much served themselves up on a silver platter to watch with that Sejuani ultimate, and it was downhill from there.
Very good kind of hair trigger response, though.
Oh, they're going to try to go in with the Sivir ult. Tank slowed down by the solar flare. Watch disengaging. NaJin just backing away, and it looks like IM's not really going to get anything out of this.
Righteous Glory used right there, but he was too late for that. IM just not having a very high level of coordination this game.
Yep. Dragon in 2 now. And so IM's at least going to take the opportunity to try to get some wards down and get the Rift Sculler. Have that vision for a little while anyway. But Duke, the split push beginning, I don't think there's really a whole lot that Lilac can do against this. Duke already with his frozen heart too. Oh, watch over the wall. Gated Destiny used. Tucson in a lot of trouble. Let's see where the gold card lands. It's going to be onto Tucson. An easy pick there. Aries just kind of watching from the brush as his support dies. And NaJin, this jungle is theirs at this point. Wow, Lilac. Jeez.
Trying to duel with Duke right now. Now, the Frozen Heart isn't very helpful against Maokai, obviously, as an armor item. But getting those extra cooldowns does help you output that damage.
It's all about the CDR in that particular duel.
Nope, no blue buff.
But you can get the Grom. So he's got that going for him.
I guess he does, Doa.
He's going for the Grom. And a 7,000 gold lead now for NaJin. So a little bit more of a passive start, but when the team decisions are starting to be made, NaJin is just coming up.
NaJin's played very well this game.
Yeah, they have.
They've been consistently one step ahead of their opponent. Their team fight execution has been excellent. Sejuani is Russian dancing on top of a bear.
I guess so, which seems kind of dangerous. You have to have a really well-trained bear to do that, but I guess she does. I guess she does. Most bears don't like to be step danced on top of.
Is that your personal experience, or are you theorizing?
Yeah. You know, back when I was in my bear wrestling phase, I was a big Zangief fan, right? So, you know, tried it for a while. It was too easy, so I decided to become an esports caster.
Yeah.
There you go.
Much more difficult, this job.
Yeah, definitely.
Usually bear wrestlers just, you know, move over, give us their seats at the bar.
That's what usually happens. They're intimidated. IM coming in. Can they make a play here onto NaJin as they go for this dragon? NaJin with the disengage. Backing off for the moment. They can totally give this dragon up too. It's not the biggest deal. They're going to take it anyway, though. Watch is going to get it with the smite. Meanwhile, Aries gets locked up a little bit. Lilac looking for an opportunity to get in the back line. Pure all over Tucson and Duke. Backing away for just a moment, and now NaJin turns. There's the culling. Just forces IM back. Oh, the ult from Duke didn't really hit anybody, but watch coming in onto Lilac anyway. Frozen has not lost a lot of health yet in this fight, but neither is OQ, and OQ is going to start to do a lot of damage. Tank picks up the kill. OQ picks up one as well. Nobody on NaJin dead just yet. OQ gets brought in by the Dark Passage, and NaJin, they're as intimidating as I was when I was a bear wrestler. Wow.
Really nicely played there. OQ ate the Solar Flare, but has that early QSS, bought it before he even finished his Ghost Blade, and was able to get out of that and kite it out immediately. A really good play around the dragon right there. Not grouped up so that there wasn't that AoE CC really easily able to be used by Incredible Miracle. And the follow-up, chasing people down. I mean, to the degree Lilac tried to use that Righteous Glory to disengage, which doesn't sound very righteous nor glorious.
That's true. Certainly not glorious.
Righteous cowardice, is that what we call when you try and use it to run away?
Expedient retreat. Yeah. Let's see. What's the opposite of glory is like shame, right?
Yes. The strategic withdrawal, as they say. The
fleeing shame. That's what the item is called if you run away. Oh, poor Lilac. It's sad, but deserved. Well, NaJin again, way far ahead, and looks like Tank is going to turn around onto Lilac. Gate of Destiny used. Duke looking for an opportunity, gets him with the Earth. Going to get out on the Lantern as well, too. NaJin's like, yeah, whatever.
Pretty sure Tank red carded him right there instead of gold carding him.
Hey, it's better than a blue card. At least the red card does some decent damage, huh?
And it slows.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Sivir ult activated. Tank could be in a bit of trouble. He's got no flash. Position reversers. There's Azonia's watch trying to save his mid laner, but no chance. Tank is going to go down. So a pick there. Whoops.
IM has tried that like 3 times now, and that was the first time it worked for them.
Yeah, when you have a TF with no summoners and no ult, you can finally catch him.
But he was overextended under that circumstance, so can IM convert this into a tower?
It's kind of funny watching that
There's
fight,
no wave
too.
clear, so yes, they're going to get at least one right here.
All right.
Good play by IM. Every other time NaJin has been able to sidestep the Sivir old Leona engage that IM has been going for, and now they actually make it work. I mean, IM can definitely do well as long as they can continue to make picks, just because Duke pretty much has to keep split pushing right here. He's going Blade of the Ruined King as his next item.
Wow. It's funny watching that pick onto tank, because it was one of those really half-hearted jungler moves where you come in, you like auto one of the people in the 3v1, and they're like, all right, good luck, see ya.
OQ up.
Oh, he popped the Omus.
OQ almost did some OQ things right there.
He did. That was almost an OQ moment right there. That's true. Oh, Duke jumped on with the Zenith Blade. Goes back in. I don't know why he did that. Position reverser. Duke in a little bit of trouble here. He drops his ultimate. I don't think he's going to get anything out of this. Nope. Well, NaJin's starting to kind of do the NaJin thing.
Well, actually, he distracted them up there, but if they give up Baron, and they're going to give up the Baron right now, NaJin...
Is this going to be another Baron for inhibitor here?
Yeah, probably.
I think it will be, yeah. This Baron's going down pretty quick, and I've got a feeling that inhibitor is not going to be going down quick at all.
I mean, 7,000 gold lead. This is a great trade for NaJin. Now,
this looks familiar, doesn't it?
The way they got it was a little silly, but this is still a good trade.
Gate of Destiny used just to kind of keep an eye on people. And there's an inhibitor traded for Baron once again. Worked out pretty well for NaJin in game number 1, didn't it?
Yeah, there's pretty much no way that IM can fight their way out of this one. Yeah. Even if they do have some better siege this game, they've got a lot of poke coming in from Sivir and Urgot and a good front line to absorb. And siege, meanwhile, NaJin is going to want to split push still. The tank finally moving towards that Lich Bane. Could have started the split push a little bit earlier if he had gotten the Lich Bane instead of the Death Cap.
Yeah.
But they've been team fighting so well with
say,
TF. It's okay.
Well, there's been so many team fights, too. He hasn't had as much of a chance to actually split push.
Obviously, he's done very well for himself. And due to their lead, they can force these fights, and the fact that he has more damage does mean a lot for them. But
a dragon up in a minute. This would be number 4 for NaJin. And so, being that the dragon is coming up so soon as well, too, that kind of occupies part of the Baron buff that IM got as well.
Yeah, they are going to have to contest it right here. NaJin is getting pretty close to max stacks at this point.
Yeah, if you let him have that 4th dragon, then suddenly you've got this huge amount of pressure objective-wise on both sides of the river, and it becomes a bit too much with all the split pushing going on at the same time.
Duke has managed to be extremely annoying so far this game.
Yep.
Although Lilac still not very much MR to deal with the TF. TF with a lot of AP at this point. Now they're going to make some moves on the river.
Dragon in 10. IM kind of needs to fight this. If they can win a fight here, they can maybe get a turret or 2 out of it. We'll see what happens. Deucin getting poked a bit by OQ. NaJin kind of waiting. Teleport coming in. All right, Duke is nearby. Doesn't need to use his teleport.
Good retreat right there on the home guard engage.
Yep.
From NaJin. They already have a flank set up so that they can get Fizz into the back line.
And again, this is a dragon that NaJin can totally give up if they want to, but they've got such a strong team fight. They're coming in. They're not going to get the dragon, but here we go. Sivir ult activated. IM's going to try to chase down Duke. That's right, but they're not going to catch him. So IM gets the dragon, gets out, but they're taking damage on their Nexus turrets from super minions.
I really think that was a smart play by NaJin. You wait, see if they're going to make a mistake. They're going to lose this Nexus turret as well. From the super minion push. Now they're rotating immediately into the top side. Very clean play from NaJin. IM invested a lot in terms of ultimates to make that play, and they wasted a lot of time with the Baron buff, and they still lost something. So it was still an even trade for NaJin, and they only have to wait this one out. Now they're here trying to take out the tier 2. But they're not overcommitting. NaJin looks tight in this late game, not really giving their enemies too much to work with.
Yeah, not a lot.
And making the preferable trades.
That should be the end of the Baron buff now for IM as well. So NaJin really not losing much of anything aside from that dragon. And everyone hanging out in the fountain. Just taking a breather, you know. Why not? Chatting with whatever animal will sell you items there.
All right, Pure popping the Iron Elixir.
He's huge.
That is a big skeleton.
No kidding. You know what they should make is a...
What did Thresh look like when he was alive with those...
That's a good
like,
question.
Hook dreadlocks? He has bones for hair? Like, what's going on there?
Maybe those are bones from other people, and he just like attached them to his skull when he became undead.
Can you modify yourself like that when you're undead? That would be awesome.
I think you can kind of do whatever you want, you know? Why not give yourself like awesome wings, like scary like skeletal wings, but they still work for some reason?
I mean, look at his hook dreads.
Yeah. See, the thing is with that, you can't go hiking because those are going to get caught on branches all the time.
It would make heavy metal concerts really violent as well.
Oh, geez, yeah, that'd be dangerous for everyone around him.
He's the king of the mosh pit.
No kidding. No one wants to mosh with Thresh. It's true.
Well, except masochists.
That's true. So Mundo would be there, moshing with Thresh, having a great time. Yep. Sounds like fun.
Does it?
Nope.
So literally exactly the opposite of what you just told me. Okay.
Yeah, it was sarcasm. You know, it's when you kind of say something, but you say it in a way that it means the opposite of what you say.
I only know Kappa, Doa. I'm part of the new internet generation.
Oh, I'm sorry. It sounds like fun, Kappa.
There you go.
Yep.
I no longer understand context.
I'm sorry.
Or
so
tone of voice or real human interaction.
Yeah, you got that nailed down. That internet thing is, you got it, man. You know, put on the fedora, you're there.
And that's what I think of you kids today.
Mamonti. These kids, get off my lawn. I don't have a lawn. I have an apartment. I guess I could install some grass.
Should get on that.
Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll have a grass floor in my living room.
Well,
I'll have to mow my living room, though.
Yeah, that'd be a bummer.
Yeah. I'd have to get, like, you know, get, like, a cow or something to graze in my living room.
At least your dog wouldn't have to go outside to go to the bathroom anymore.
Well, she doesn't already. It's like one of those, I've got one of those little, like, apartment mat things she's trained to use. It's really convenient. Yeah, so I wouldn't really change anything. Actually, it would be worse because I wouldn't know where she would then, you know? I don't want, like, a minefield of dog poop in my living room.
Sounds unpleasant.
That really does.
We're just waiting for this Baron to come up right now.
Pretty much. NaJin just kind of hanging out. They're like, yeah, we'll just keep the lanes pushed, wait for the Baron.
We're going to dance around Baron while Duke applies split push pressure to the bottom lane. He keeps on hiding in the jungle right now. Make sure that he can get that pressure down. And they have to send somebody back, and that somebody will be Lilac.
Hey, Lilac, he's 2-2-2 this game. Positive KDA. Wait, what's 4 divided? Yeah, he's positive KDA. It's 1. I did math. Wait, 4 divided by 2 is 2. It's 2.
That was the best. I was just waiting for the realization.
Oh, dude, I don't even know if I can cast this. Let's do it. Duke's gonna kill Lilac. There's my play-by-play. GG. Oh wow, I'm bad at math.
that was bad even for you.
Dude, I'm an art major and proud of it.
I was an English major and I could still do that.
I could draw you a picture of 2 + 2. I can't.
All right, well,
I'm not a good stats guy.
Not just going to get the Baron buff right here.
You bet they are. Let's concentrate on that, shall we? Ooh, look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Oh, they're getting that. Oh, they got it. They got the Baron, Monty.
I'm so excited.
Now they can push into the base and end the game. And
well, that's what you would like them to do, but actually they're going to recall first to buy items.
All right.
Duke is there. He is the ultimate tormentor of Lilac.
That's true. He really is this season. He's going to appear in Lilac's dreams tonight.
He really, this season, he really has been Lilac's arch nemesis. It's pretty ridiculous.
No kidding.
The number of 1v1s he has had on Lilac this season.
Well, you know, when you have an arch nemesis, it really should be like an even contest. So it's really not.
Somebody should make a montage.
Oh boy. This is mean. Duke has been quite instrumental in the suffering of the Lilac. And that's going to be Dragon number 4 for NaJin. Yep. It was. All right, well, Lilac's going to get Wolves, but I think it's too late to really benefit from getting gold from jungle camps.
Never too late.
He's still got those 2 Doran's rings. He's styling. He's got the bling.
Got the bling.
Yep, sick helmet, a cape, a boots, and frozen rock.
He's like the Egyptians. If he's gonna die, he's gonna do it with a lot of bling on.
Hey man, why not? Why not?
Oh, Duke's looking for another one right here.
Yep, he is. He could get it too.
Maybe not without the Ignite, but he has his Hex Drinker now and his finished Blade of the Ruined King. Well, further split pushing shenanigans, and here's the 1-3-1 coming in right now. TF holding down the mid side. There we go.
Youmuu's culling, pushing back NaJin, or IM rather, just for a little bit. Oh boy, here we go again. Duke, it's his goal in life to just make Lilac miserable. Sad.
I think it's working.
I think it is too. Lilac can't actually even kill these minions. Like, I'm serious, he really can't. And there goes the mid lane turret. Oh, they try for the engage. They get the slow on to Pure. Ares comes in for the Sun. Tank just going to teleport back for a little bit. The kills start to come in for NaJin already. Two's in a lot of trouble. Frozen.
Duke's just winning the game right now.
Yeah, that's right. Frozen running is off as fast as his 4 legs can carry him. Duke's going to just kill the Nexus turret. LOL. Oh, going to go in. Take some damage. Watch there for the follow-up. Frozen getting blown up as well, too. A little bit of turret damage on to Watch, but it's going to be a pretty clean fight. Oh, playfully trickstering out of there. Oh, OQ. Oh, man, that was so close. OQ almost made an OQ moment, but it's going to be a 2-0 for NaJin. It's over.
Wow.
It's over, Monty.
Really great series from NaJin. This is the team that I want to see more of, Doa.
Yeah,
Tank
this is
came
the
out
good
very
NaJin.
strong today. I think that they did a really good job of executing their game plan of getting their side lanes ahead, and that's what works. They closed much better today. Really clean play, and this is the NaJin that we had all been hoping for. Now, of course, it was against IM, which has been struggling as of late, especially in the latter half of this season. And NaJin out of playoff contention right now, but they certainly on paper have the talent to make a big splash next season, especially if they play like that.
They certainly do. A win for NaJin mFire, and so after a pretty embattled season, a ray of hope, a light at the end of the tunnel, perhaps, for NaJin mFire as they move into kind of preparing for the next season.
Yeah. Meanwhile, not a lot of hope for IM at this stage.
Nope, not a lot.
It's been a pretty steady decline for them.
Yeah, the only thing
they started, it looked like they were going up, and then it's just been all downhill.
Well, the loss of wisdom really kind of killed that team, unfortunately. The only thing worse than IM in that match was my math. My math skills.
And there's OQ.
OQ. Really tried to die at the end there. He did his best. And a good series for Watch as well, too.
Very nicely played.
Looked much, much more comfortable on that.
I really like to see the coordination between Tank and Watch. You can really see Tank starting to develop as a mid laner here, getting more comfortable with how you have to play in the professional scene and working with your teammates. A good series from him. Nice to see the TF come out and actually work for NaJin.
Yep. Duke just kind of doing Duke things.
Chewing gum, as he always does.
Winning MVPs. That's what he does. Well, there you go. When we come back, guys, do not go anywhere, an interview, and then SKT versus Jin Air. It's going to be awesome.
Should be quite a good match indeed.
That's right. We'll be back on Champions Korea right after this.